Okay, so this is the Ecogard Premium versus the MANN filter. Just a little bit about these filters. These particular filters are for a 1997 Audi A8 D2 3.7 litre V8, and they're the cartridge filter, as you can see. So it's got a separate filter housing on the car that you have to screw on. And this is pretty good because it allows you to actually see the quality of the filter and see what was caught in the filter when you change your oil. I bought this Ecogard filter. These just arrived today, so I've got 3 more of them in the box. They're from Rock Auto. And this MANN filter, I bought 4 of them 3 years ago. And this particular filter here is 3 years old, and it's just been sitting in the cupboard. So just a quick visual inspection of both of them. This is worth $3 on Rock Auto. This is about 13. And when you look at the MANN filter, you can look at the pleats on it, and you see that they're quite not as dense as the ones on the Ecogard. Ecogard has this weird kind of plastic paper strip around it. It's glued somewhere, as you can see the glue there. It looks quite cheap and tacky, really. But I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's to try and copy the other filters that have metal there for strength. And so then you can look at the rubber on top, the rubber sealing. Now this is very important, otherwise oil goes up and around and bypasses your filter. And this is acceptable quality, I think, but you look at the MANN filter, I just feel here the rubber feels much softer, and it feels like it would compress a lot more easily, and it would have a better seal because it's a much softer compound. And when you look at the size of the filters, so you place them on top of each other, if you look through the hole there, the Ecogard is actually slightly bigger than the MANN filter, although they are the exact same height there. And the funny thing is that even though the Ecogard is bigger, the MANN filter is actually heavier. I don't have a scale here, but I can tell with my hand the MANN filter is just slightly heavier. And when I look inside the MANN filter, you can see there's some glue. So that's quite sturdy looking glue. And when you look inside the pleat in there, inside the Ecogard, there isn't as much glue, so it might not be as sturdy, and there might be some kind of movement in the pleats. Now I could try and show you, but if you apply a twisting motion while you've got your other hand, the MANN filter is completely sturdy and very strong, whereas the Ecogard tends to slightly move to the left and right. Now this is still acceptable, but it's just an indication of quality of the pleating and the strength overall. Now they both come with an O-ring, as there's the O-ring. This is for the big oil filter housing seal, and these crush washers, these are for the sump plug on the oil filter housing drain plug, and this just normal washer I think is for the sump plug as well. It takes 2. So you can look at the quality of the crush washer on the Ecogard that it comes with, and it's not the best quality. It's kind of slightly bent and has some, casting imperfections in the thing. See, this one's even worse when you look at it. It's got, I wish the camera could focus. It's got some dents in it, whereas the MANN filters one appears very high quality. They're both like this. One thing to note is one of the MANN filters I had actually came with a bent crush washer, which was very interesting, and I'm sure it was a manufacturing defect or something happened in the shipping and handling, but we just had to use the one from that was on it when I did that oil change, which is not the end of the world, but it's interesting to know that such a high quality product such as MANN, that'll come with a bent crush washer. But at the end of the day, if you keep your oil changes short, I change every 5,000 kilometers, which for you Americans is about every 3,000 miles. I think you can still go with a cheaper filter and save yourself, $40 as opposed to buying the MANN filter and not changing it so often, things like that.